A tsunami advisory was issued for Hawaii and the U.S. Pacific coast early on Saturday morning after the incredible eruption of an undersea volcano near the South Pacific island nation of Tonga.
Hello guys, it's David Vos. Boy, oh boy, it's beautiful in Oklahoma today. It's snowing. Hasn't accumulated at all yet, but it just started and it's coming down pretty heavy. So I think we're going to have a few inches. I really don't know. I haven't looked at the weather, but guys, there is a tsunami warning for the United States and other countries around the world. Take a look at this. Tsunami waves up to 3 feet high hit the West Coast and Hawaii after major eruption near Tonga. And so, at a glance, a major tsunami was not expected, but waves between 1 and 3 feet were reported in Washington state. First responders were telling people to leave some beaches in California. Some coastal areas in Japan were evacuated. A tsunami advisory was issued for Hawaii and the U.S. Pacific coast, including California, Oregon, Washington, parts of Alaska, early Saturday morning after an undersea volcano erupted near the Pacific island nation of Tonga. That's over, it's out there by Hawaii, but I guess it's closer to Australia. I'll show you a map of that. It says no major tsunami is expected, but the advisory remained in effect for the United States West Coast as of about 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And residents in affected areas were being told to stay away from the coastline and beaches were closed. Evacuations were ordered in parts of Japan. 153,000 people were told to leave their homes in coastal areas. Waves up to 3 feet were reported in Washington. They were kind of repeating themselves here. Take a look at this little, see here.
Detonate the bombs, but even that work is risky because it could also set off the bombs.
Huh? Let's try that again. Oh, this is Michigan. Why are we looking at Michigan? I guess there's waves in Michigan even. Ha! And all over the world. That looks kind of cold, so I'm not really sure if that has anything to do with what we're talking about. But that's the video that they show. So, Tsunami advisory in effect for U.S. waves hit Tonga following volcanic eruption. This is CNN. They show some pictures. And let's go back to see if they have anything.
Listen, this is a complicated storm. It's going to bring hazardous conditions.
Yeah, that's right. We take a look now at where the storm is itself. We've got that low pressure system that's diving down to the south. We're already starting to see that changeover from rain into snow for cities like St. Louis and Kansas City. But that's going to continue to push down to the south and then very, very slowly make its way across the southeast before finally shooting back up into the Mid-Atlantic and the northeastern regions. But the biggest concern is going to be the ice. Widespread locations where you see pink up to about 1/4 of an inch, but there will be some spots that pick up 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch. The weight of that ice on trees and power lines is likely to cause widespread, could even top out at 2 feet total of snow. From there, the system again, England by late Sunday and into the day early.
That's all about the weather system over here on the East Coast and here in Oklahoma and all the way up through Arkansas, and looks like there's a lot of snow. Here is the Los Angeles Times. Tsunami advisory issued for California coast. Beaches closed. Strong waves expected. Now, there is a map which shows where the volcano erupted. It's further south than Honolulu towards Australia. So it's happening. Maybe they're just getting us prepared, guys. We start talking about tsunamis and here they come. It says that the water can bend around the islands and it can bounce off the shores. So it doesn't look like anything too serious is coming, but it certainly is interesting, friends. The BBC News has an interesting article. It says, "Get away from the shore. U.S. and Japan warn on tsunami." And they got a little video here that shows some interesting footage of this. Look at that. That's pretty good size. It might cause some real... You can see where that would cause some tsunamis. And waves up to 1.2 meters hit the south of the country in Japan. So that's interesting. It just kind of gets bigger as we go. And I saw this article. I just want to show you this from the New York Times, because this one says, this underwater volcano erupts, setting off tsunami warnings across the Pacific. As far as United States, but down here, it says a 4-foot tsunami wave was reported to have hit Tonga's capital. So now it's a 4-foot tsunami. So, yeah, there are a lot of different reports. This is kind of really just happening right now, so we're not sure exactly what kind of tsunamis are going to actually hit and how big the waves are going to be and all that. Well, anyway, I just thought I'd let you guys know. I'm going to go ahead and go. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.